talking about the Stanley Cup craze.
Oh, guess what, honey?
What happened?
I got a QuikTrip cup.
Oh.
It was only $75.
Oh.
Isn't it amazing? I'm so glad I got it. I went to QuikTrip and they had these awesome new QuikTrip cups and they were only like $50. But I went there and there was a huge line and they were all gone. And people were jumping over the counters trying to steal them from behind the counters. It was crazy. So then I found this guy outside and he said, I'll give you this one for $60. And I'm like, dude, 75, I'll give you 75 for it. And he's like, okay.
You bought it from him outside for 75.
Yes, it was pretty awesome. Well, I mean, he went in and got it, but then he was early in the line, and the rest of us were all waiting back there, and I saw it, and all the people were fighting over it, and I was like, dude, if I pay 75 right now, I can get my QuikTrip cup. It would be so awesome. Everybody's talking about the QuikTrip cups.
Have you learned nothing from living on a dime?
Huh? What? Oh,
Hello, guys. Today we are talking about the difference between Mike's QuikTrip cup that he carries around all the time versus the Stanley Cup that people are getting fights over, beating people up, running, standing in line in freezing cold at midnight to get these cups. So I was like, what is the big to-do? Because someone in our family did buy one of these.
but I have a QuikTrip cup. They're pretty awesome.
All right, so we're going to go through what is the big deal with the Stanley Cup and which is better, the Stanley Cup or the QuikTrip Cup?
I kept hearing people talking about Stanley Cup, and I thought they were talking about hockey, but I guess I was wrong.
All right, so here is how the Stanley Cup company has, and people who are buying them, so here's the things that they say that they like. Okay, recycled steel. Now, at first I was like, oh, an American company, this is great. Okay, they're not even made in America.
What?
They're made in China.
China?
Yeah,
Wow.
so first of all, they're not even made in America. Big whoop to ding. Okay, resists splashing. So
Resist splashing? What?
I'm like, what does that mean? Reusable straw and a big straw.
Mine doesn't splash because it has a straw and a lid.
Okay, and so we're going to show you all of our reusable straws. It has a full cover top. Does your QuikTrip cup have a full cover top?
It does have a full cover top.
It's ergonomic. Is yours ergonomic? There, your hand
I'm
fits.
not getting a hand cramp.
I'm a woman. Let me see.
Oops.
Okay.
When I
Fits
shook
in
it, I
the
did get a little bit out the top.
fits in the car holder. Does your QuikTrip cup fit in
It
the car
fits
holder?
perfectly in the car holder of old and new cars. And it's ergonomic because, see, I haven't gotten a hand cramp. I've been carrying these around for 20 years.
Now, yours doesn't have a comfort grip handle though.
It's pretty comfortable to me. Not only that, see how it has this little squeezy action? So if you're grabbing a little tighter or a little softer, it's not going to hurt your hand. In fact, it almost feels like a little
Massage on your
yes. See, it has massage capabilities.
The next thing is lifetime use warranty. Okay, you've been using this for 20 years.
Well, not this one. Every
No, I mean these cups, and you technically probably I would say over 20 years have used not even 20 of these.
That's true.
He really has. I would say
use
you've
them
probably used 10.
Well, I mean, I'm not like a complete freakazoid about all the environment stuff and all that. But what I'm thinking is, why waste stuff?
Yeah.
So I reuse it until it's not really very usable anymore. And then I just go get another one.
Yeah. And the thing
And
is,
I don't usually pay $75 for them. That was just today during the craze.
and the thing is, it has a lifetime warranty for the Stanley Cup, but are you going to actually keep the receipt and claim the warranty for the lifetime of the cup? And what does the warranty actually cover? It says 1913, we've promised to provide rugged, capable gear for food and drink, accessories built to last a lifetime. It's a promise we still keep. Stanley products purchased from Stanley resellers come with a lifetime warranty. Rest easy knowing we've got your back through it all. So it doesn't actually even say what the warranty is or what it covers. But how many people are going to actually claim that warranty?
Probably none.
Absolutely none. All right. Now here's the one that I love.
But they'll be happy to give it to you because, I mean, they're making some pretty good money on it. And if one person does come and ask for the warranty, nobody else does.
So here's the
That's
one.
brilliant. I mean, the company's doing a brilliant job of separating you from your money.
We're gonna talk about that. Dishwasher safe. Spend less time hunched over the sink and more time doing things you love. Are you hunched over the sink washing this all the time, dear?
Oh, I spend all day slaving over my QuikTrip cup.
Clean. First of all.
Actually, when it's water, don't you just rinse it?
First of all. Well, I mean, you kind of need to wipe where you're.
Well, I mean, occasionally, but.
Okay,
it's
so
not like you're blowing your nose on it.
Spend less time hunched over the sink. How long does it take you to wash a cup? Literally 10 seconds to wash a cup. That's ridiculous. Then cleaning your tumbler lid couldn't be easier. Just pop them into the dishwasher. Okay, we just pop this whole thing into the dishwasher. We wash it just like this all the time. Film you putting this in the dishwasher. Wow, dear, is that really hard putting that in the dishwasher?
Oh, I'm so worn out. Oh.
Should we have you hand wash one to see how much it wears you out? I think I need
a massage or something.
Unlike plastic bottles that retain stains and smells, this metallic beauty comes out pristine.
Oh, it's a beauty.
We have never, ever, ever had this retain smells or stains, ever. I mean, you have red drinks in here. You have everything in here. This has never had any.
It's true. This has never had any stains. And by the way, this cost me 49 cents.
During the summer sale. And it came with the soda.
With the drink in it already. How cool is that? But the thing I was thinking on that is, to be fair to them, they're probably comparing to other overpriced plastic cups that may be stained. But this QuikTrip cup does not stain because it's an amazing cup.
All right.
I'm telling you, people, you should go get a QuikTrip cup.
So here's the thing, though. Let's talk about this for a little bit. So I did a little experiment here, and yes, it does keep things cold. 12 ice cubes, 32 ounces of water, just under 32 ounces of water. Here, I'll make sure it's 32 ounces of water. Hold on. Yeah, I'll look straight up to the line. Okay, so right now it is 10:15 a.m. and we're going to see how long the ice stays in this water. It is 69 degrees in my house. And what I will do is try to measure the temperature every hour. So 30, well, let's see. Let me get the water there. So the actual water is 33 degrees. Right there, the water, 36 for the water. Wow. Okay, it is an hour and a half since I put my ice in. And let's see. Okay, so, oops. So my water is 49, 48 degrees with no ice. And 34 degrees. So, hour and a half. This is definitely much cooler than this. All right, so my QuikTrip cup, the water did ice, or the ice did melt in the water about an hour and a half after having it. But here's what I don't understand. People were saying things like, it kept my water cold overnight. Why are you keeping water cold overnight? I mean, is it taking you 12 hours to drink this much drink?
Aren't you supposed to have like
1 cup an hour is what the doctor told me one time.
Well, so 32 ounces is 4 cups.
So this for an 8-hour workday, that's you're done.
4 cups. How many cups is that?
Yeah,
4 cups. Okay, I was right.
Yeah, but why are you keeping your drinks for so long? So then I was like, okay, well, that's fine. Now, I will admit the QuikTrip cup is not going to keep your hot stuff hot. I get that. I have made my hot tea in here. It doesn't melt or anything like that. You just use simmering water and it doesn't melt. And I have made my hot tea in here. But everybody's using it for the cold factor. I have not hardly heard anyone saying they keep their hot drinks in it. You know why? Because they're not making their coffee at home. They're going to Starbucks and getting their coffee if they're paying $50 for a tumbler.
Well, I do have to say it might be nice to have a cup where it keeps it cold or hot for a really long time. Like if you're an oil worker in Siberia and you want your coffee to stay warm for the whole day because you can't go back to McDonald's and get some more. But when you're a normal person working in a regular job,
you don't need 8 hours to keep 4 cups of water cold.
It's
or
brilliant for the company
hot.
to do it. They're making some good money
So
on that.
then so I did test that, but then the next thing was, so on the Stanley Cups, they're having to buy extra accessories because the bottoms are getting all scraped up, putting it in the car holder. Everybody's so excited about it being in the car holder. This fits in the car holder just fine.
This is 30% smaller.
My other
And it holds the
stainless,
same amount.
yeah, my other stainless cup fits in the car holder just fine. Now, the size. Look at the size comparison here. Guys, this is like 40% bigger than just a QuikTrip cup. This makes absolutely no sense at all. Now, let me talk about the weight. So I was like, okay, maybe there's something like it's lightweight, because people are like, I can put this on my pinky finger and carry it around because it has the little handle thing on it. And I'm like, okay, but the problem is, look here at the spill test. The Stanley Cup is not spill proof.
What?
No, and that's the one thing everybody kept saying. Well, the only con is when it tips over, it spills.
What's the point of having a travel cup at all if it does that?
What's the point then? I got my Stanley and my QuikTrip cup, so we're gonna see how quick they spill if they tip over. Let's see. So I'm gonna have the straws on the same side. See, the straws are on the same side here. Okay, you ready? All right, QuikTrip cup. Yep, there it comes. Okay, other side. Yeah, still a little bit, not quite as much. Okay, Stanley. Oh, holy moly. Okay. Okay, it does, I mean, it still spills. Not as bad as the QuikTrip cup. Makes absolutely no sense. So it just
spills if it falls over.
So even having the handle, you can't just dangle it, holding it with stuff in it. You have to still keep it upright, just like you would keep this upright. Makes absolutely no sense. Okay, so I went and looked at this huge boom, because the company went from like selling, I don't remember, it was like 5 or 6 million a year, and then they boomed to $750 million in 5 years. In 5 years. But here's a recording from the marketing guy at Stanley, and listen to what he says.
And my experience at Crocs told me that that kind of influencer opportunity was just the magic that Stanley might need.
The Buy Guide and Stanley reconnected and worked out an affiliated marketing deal that would feature new Quinter colors.
So when this whole craze started, they paid people to say how great and wonderful this cup was. First of all, it's a cup. It is 2 pounds heavier than this. 2 pounds heavier. Look, right here. 1 pound, 12 ounces. Exact water. Okay, so 32 ounces there. So this is, holy cow, 3 pounds, 4 ounces. 2 pounds, guys. 2 pounds heavier.
Wow, when I go hiking, people say backpacks are crazy if they weigh 2 pounds, but that's a backpack. This is a cup.
So they paid affiliates to do that, which I have nothing wrong with affiliate marketing. We do affiliate marketing. There's nothing wrong with that. But you need to know this was not organic viral. We just love this cup. Now, the next thing is, listen to what he does here.
The waiting lists began to grow, and that allowed us to forecast better and bring in the right amount of products while still having some scarcity to create the fun and the frenzy and the demand.
He specifically says, once people started raving about this cup, they started limiting the colors when they came out. They purposely took orders and made just a little bit over those orders that they would fill, and then they were out. So it's a scarcity mentality. This is all a marketing ploy. Now, I am not faulting Stanley by any stretch of the imagination. They are a company, they deserve the $750 million they got for duping all these stupid people into buying this cup. I'm sorry. There is absolutely nothing special about this cup. Absolutely nothing.
If you're willing to give the company money for a product that they make,
that's fine.
There's no dishonor in them selling it to you. The thing is, if you go and you complain and say, oh my goodness, inflation is so high, or I can't believe these people are ripping me off doing this stuff, and also you listen to TikTok and you go out and buy a cup for $50 or $45 or however much it is, then you have no reason to complain about those other people.
Well, and parents, you guys are the problem. You are the problem. Look at this video of these kids getting this Stanley Cup for Christmas.
The hot gift drawing screams and sobs of joy.
She wanted a Stanley Cup.
And all this hysteria over a cup.
I don't know, how old are they? 10 years old, and they're crying because they're getting a cup for Christmas? In America? I mean, it would be one thing if you were in some third world country and you had never had a cup in your entire life. That would be
creek water.
That would be one thing. This is America. They probably have 40 more in the cabinet that are just as easy to use as this.
But those aren't Stanley Cups. Those are Yeti cups.
But parents are giving into this. People are giving into this. They're complaining about how they can't afford groceries and they can't afford rent, but they're going and spending $50 to $200 on a cup that has literally nothing special about it. Literally nothing special about it.
I would say that the biggest issue here is it's not really about the Stanley Cup. The issue here is people say,
reactions.
oh, look at those rich people. They have all this money. I don't have anything. Oh, isn't it terrible that the big corporations are doing this? But you go and you spend a ton of money on something like this. So if you're a person who says those things and you're just giving the money away because it's popular to do that, and then you complain about the other stuff, you are your own problem.
Yeah.
And it's funny because people don't have stuff because people make stupid decisions. And by the way, stupid is a word we need to resurrect in this world because it's true. Those are stupid decisions. And so if you want to keep your money, you need to say, I'm going to let those other people in line ahead of me to go buy the Stanley Cup, and I'm going to do something else with my money, like pay my rent, buy some groceries, pay off my house.
Can I read the definition of stupid real quick?
Sure.
Having or showing a great lack of intelligence or common sense. This is just stupid. It is just stupid. But here's the thing. You are the one who is perpetuating this.
That's the thing that gets me is that people do this, and at the same time, on the other side of that, they complain and demand that the government take some sort of action because they think somebody else is cheating them. Or they look at somebody else who's doing it and they say, look at this poor person who's being cheated by the... And I'm thinking, no, you're responsible for your own actions. If you don't want... If somebody comes and beats you on the head and steals your money, that's one thing. But if you take your money and you just give it to them willingly, and then you don't have it, and then you complain that you don't have it, you have no reason to complain.
Well, and people are also complaining about the resellers going in and getting this. I don't blame the resellers at all. I'm sorry.
If people are going to
you're
buy it
smart
from them,
enough, if you're smart enough to stand in line at midnight to go buy this cup and then put it on eBay for $200 instead of the $40 or $50 you paid for it, I don't blame the resellers at all.
And if you're willing to spend $200 to buy it from the reseller, then
get
good
your
for
butt
them.
out there at midnight and stand in line.
Good for them for figuring out how to make money. I mean, if you're already willing to pay $40 for a cup that's, I mean, realistically, we manufacture things and
oh my
probably
goodness,
$12.50.
Oh no.
No, as the retail price.
Oh, so the company, so Stanley probably spends about $1 to $1.50 manufacturing these cups. And they're selling them for $50 and $40 or $50. It depends on which one you get. So they spend about $1 to $1.50 manufacturing this at the high end. and then they sell it for $40 to $50. Yeah, I would
I was gonna say
say
$2.50, but
I
yeah.
would say $10 to $12 really is a reasonable retail price for it. But if people are willing to pay for it, that's okay.
Yeah,
I mean, the company
should be able to sell for whatever people will
Yeah.
pay to buy it from them. And so there's nothing wrong with Stanley doing it. The problem is the people
With the consumer.
that say, we don't have enough money. You need to be looking out for yourself. If you say, I don't have enough money, and you go to McDonald's and your value meal is $12, you might say, I don't really want to give up my $12 when I can make my own food at home for $2.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you want to spend $12 to have a high school person cook it for you, instead of cooking it for yourself, go for it.
Yeah. Okay, so when I taste tested these, I really did not taste any difference. Well, I tasted a difference between the plastic and the stainless steel, but it wasn't anything bad. And so, I mean, I guess the plastic maybe tastes a little bit different, but my goodness, guys, I get these at the thrift stores for like $0.25 all the time. They're the same exact thing. The plastic has a different taste than the stainless steel. Okay, I'm in the middle of painting, all right, I'm gonna take a sip out of both of these. That's pretty cold. This is definitely colder. You guys just got duped. It's just a marketing ploy. Now, the other complaint was the size of the straw is too small. So I can physically see, and I'll show a picture here, but yes, the straw is about twice the size as this one. But I will say, this is significantly heavier over this. Like, this is 2 pounds heavier than this. You can see the blue one right there is bigger. Mike said they come from a different convenience store, but my goodness, you could buy them online. Like, here's a super big one my kids bought online. So if you just want a bigger straw, just buy a bigger straw. My goodness. All right, guys, so if you're into buying stuff, please go check out our Dining on a Dime cookbooks right now on sale in the description below, and our undated planners. Those will actually help you save money.
And if you want to pay us 5 times as much for it as we're asking, please do.
Go right ahead.
We're
We would be
happy about that.
to take it. livingonadime.com. All the deer in our yard, they're having a little snack. It is only -24 today.